Financial literacy remains an elusive discipline for many Kenyans, a topic left to a select number of individuals. But with the increasing need to know where your money goes to, there is a craze to learn budgeting, saving, investing, spending, donating, and even building wealth. But just how can one acquire this knowledge? The country's current education system does not offer much assistance to learners either. For Branderitu, this was what he needed to capitalize on, utilizing gaming and learning simultaneously. He founded Akilicash, a web-based gaming application that allows you to get entertained while still passing vital financial literacy information.
Akilicash was born out of a situation I saw with a friend of mine. He was an avid gamer, like FIFA and everything. Like, he was an avid gamer, but a very poor financial management person. Like, of the little he had, he wouldn't manage it very well, and so he ran into headwinds most of the time because of finances to do the basics, you know, food, shelter, and all that. So I thought, what if you spent this time, much time you spent on gaming, you spend it gaming, yes, but you are learning something constructive. And the problem that you are having is financial management. And from my assessment, I came to notice he's not the only one. It's basically a generational challenge, such that the needs supersede the resources, and the little we have, we are in a conflict on how to manage what we have. So how do we learn to manage the little we have to get to the goals that we have?
And for 1 year, all he did was cracking codes and piecing the app together.
It was during the 2018-2019 period. And then at that time, there was the gambling boom, and people are trying to recover what they've lost through gambling. So, yeah, that's the idea. Took essentially 1 year to develop.
All you need is a phone, and perhaps your journey to financial literacy will have begun.
Akilicash is a web-based game for a start. We plan to transition to a mobile app, and then there's the board game version for those of us that have the USSD type of phones, so that, you know, there's inclusivity for all of them. So it's a game where each level teaches you a different concept on finances and business concepts, such that you learn how to do decision making from basic wants and needs. You know, most people don't know what's a want and what's a need. So the first level teaches you basic wants and basic needs. So you play a game to learn how to differentiate the two. The last game is how would you invest a given amount of money? Would you put it in put it in a business? Would you do investments, maybe trade and MMFs? So that's basically the idea behind Akilicash.
It is an ever-dynamic world with an insatiable client appetite. Brian says he fears the competition presented.
There's the issue of so many alternatives. That's a challenge, because, I mean, banks have been coming up with their own saving platforms. You see, that's a challenge. And then the demographic is so fragmented, in that whatever the financial goals I have as a student are very different from your goals as a working person. So you see, to tailor your product to fit all those classes, all those customers, is quite a challenge. And there's also the challenge of data protection.
His struggle doesn't end there. As a person living with disability, oftentimes he has to debunk the notion of other innovations being created without involving persons with disabilities.
There's the challenge of mobility devices. And number 2, reasonable accommodation. Number 3, there's also, should I say, misconceptions about people with disabilities, because for them, most of the innovations, they think it's the challenges we have. They don't listen to the challenges we have and ask us for solutions. Because by the time you come up with a solution, I mean, there was a way I was doing my thing before you came. So it should be, the innovation should be disability centered, such that me as the person with the disability takes the front seat in saying, this is how you should do it, this is how you should do it, this is how you should do it. When you do that, there's mass acceptance of the innovation that is there.
But even this shouldn't stop anyone. So if you're a person with disability and fancies innovation, Brian has this to say.
Well, innovation is something that you shouldn't give up on. It's like trying to walk or trying to, the early stages of education. You don't give up on math because you failed the first question. You keep on trying again until the time you will see that whatever problem you are solving, it has been solved through your innovation, such that, well, there will always be time for an innovation, and the first and the biggest step is to start. Just start, everything will go according to plan.
For the Innovator this week on KTN News, I'm Brian George Otieno. Hey, very well then, we are now